created a class application to create a construct. Constructor should be a class name. Class name as constructor name should be class name. It's a and also you can add this public. If you declare like private, it will be the visibility and it will not. And the wide also will not be allowed to do it. If you give this wide, it will not be a method. It will be a method. A constructor that should be name should be a class name, the same as class name, and also it should not have any return type. So there will be a three type of constructor. One is argument constructor. Pass this parameters to this is non-argument, and if you have not declared any constructors, by default there will be a default constructor. We want to have this experience, and here we have given this one simple constructor and writing this out, creating a main method. Inside the main method, when you are calling this object creation, object is equal to new. You execute this, it is executing automatically. So here what it is happening, compilation, when you are compiling this program, behalf of yours, yourself, behalf of yours, it is going to be create a constructor. Given any constructor, default constructor will be created behalf of you on compilation. For example, I'll show you that example here. See, this is an test class where we have here. Test class we created one constructor. This same program, compilation, there will be a test class constructor is created. Since in this class there is no constructor, compilation, you can find this constructor inside the class file, dot class file. It will be, it will not into the file that is source code. Dot class file is a byte. Given any, if you have not given any constructor into this any class, default constructor will be added on behalf of you or where it may be written the source code. So if you have given any constructor, if you have given any constructor, it will be there by default anyway. What is doing this constructor here? Exactly why? What is the reason and what is the similar kind of a method? Also, it will be called automatically when an instance of class is created. When I was created a instance of this class here, automatically it is executing. For example, I have another method void test method. Okay. This also I'll put this out. I execute this program. Only the constructor is calling. Constructor only it is printing here. The method is not executing until unless if you call the method is a dot, it will not be executed. See, method is executing. You are calling it the test method, then only it is executing. In the case of constructor, you don't need to be call it. That is what we are saying. It will be called automatically when an instance of class is created. The memory is allotted for that object. So we understand about this default constructor and non-parameter. It's like non-argument constructor. You have this, you can also create a arguments. For example, this is an argument, the student will have this some name and all when you are creating an object. So if you want to use this constructor and with the name, for example, here I'll print the name. This name and this name will be the same. And if I'm commenting this if non-argument constructor, see, you need to be passed this variable value. It prints argument constructor, which is what if we know we don't have any default constructor and this parameterized constructor and non-argument constructor. So you don't need to be pass any variables and all. This you understand like when we initialize our object, it is also already automatically calling it, and the default constructor, no argument constructor, and parameterized constructor. We understand that, and the example which we have seen, like source code, if you have not defined or not defined, it's going to be inserted automatically on behalf of you. If you have declared any kind of constructor, it will not have this any default. So whatever constructor you declared, that is going to be called on initialization of or creating objective. So the constructor is going to be initialized your parameter constructor. Also, we understand is like that employee is having ID and name, and this whenever you are calling into this and it is printing it. I hope this, and we don't need to be go more into this. So now we have to see this overloading constructor or calling the parent class constructor. E calling the parent class constructor is an application tool. I'm creating one more uh, child application. So our parent application I'll create. Okay, clear understanding. I have a constructor, no argument constructor here. Parent. Okay. Here also I have another constructor. Here I'm saying this child constructor. So I have a main method and I want to call this whenever I'm creating an object for this, which constructor is going to be called as the child constructor automatically, because you have not created a relationship of I know child to parent or parent to child or any relationship we have not created as of now. I'll extends parent application here. So what is the concept of inheritance? When you extend this parent, automatically whatever features we have into this parent class, it get inherited or it adopts, right? Let's see now. Parent and the child both are calling it. Both are calling it. So if I want to specify parent constructor here, I have in emp here. This uh, this is child class, and this is a parent class constructor. If you want to call this parent class a constructor into this, what is the error? So I'll give here is throwing an error like implicitly super parent application is undefined, must explicitly invoke another constructor. See here, implicitly the super constructor, super constructor is parent constructor calling your your behalf of. For example, I don't want to do any parameter here and I'm not giving it anything, and just I want to call this parent constructor in build constructor itself. You don't need to be do anything, it's like you should give this super. It's getting calling your super constructor to this child. See, this parent, it is also calling it is this. If I'll try to give this super in other area, this other second line of this will not allow you to be the super whenever you are calling. That should be in a first statement of so super keyword wherever you are using it. That should be in a first line. So why it is not accept parent parameter as constant? There is no issue. So here this is default non no argument constructor, right? If you want to call this argument constructor, what you need to do? Argument here G. So you don't need to do anything. Just you need to pass this your argument here and run it now. The argument parent, it is calling the constructor. So super keyword is to be call the parent class. It may be a variable, it may be a method, it may be a constructor or anything. If you want to call explicitly to the parent constructor, should use to be this super constructor. If it is parameterized, you need to be pass and you need to be, if it is not parameterized, you don't need to be, give any value into this parameter. So here, let's leave now for this super and all. So I want to know this like where we can overload constructor. What is overloading? Overloading is, for example, I have two methods, two constructors with the same name, and also it is public, also an a public. See what it is saying, the same constructor, right? Same constructor, arguments inside this are by default you know there won't be a return type as well. So I want to override, overload. Overloading the constructor is always the parameters which you pass should be a different. In a sense, constructor signature should be a different. Then only it will overload. Let's say int num. This constructor parameter you have, it's a parameter constructor, not non-argument or non-parameter. So the method name should be the same. The signature should be a different. Signature should be a different. For example, I'll copy this and again paste it here. See, it will pass this an error. If I'll say float, set this uh, constructor also parameters. You may have this one, two, or three, or any number of parameters, but whatever method or constructor will have this written type of this or data type of this parameter should be a different. For example, it is having the num variable. This is also is having num variable, but the data type is int here. It is float. It is not having any parameter into this constructor. And also you can pass this two parameters. Let's see number. I'll try to use the same. It will not allow you. If you change this, what if you change this? Positions of the parameter. Will it be allow us to be override? Yes. So the overloading concept is constructor name. So the name always you can see here. These names are same. Second point is parameters should be parameters. Parameters should be deferred. You can see here one is not having any parameter and another one is having one parameter, another one is having two parameters, and This fourth one also is having two parameters, but this parameter's position is different. Both are returning, or both are having the parameters same. Parameters also is the same, but the positions is different. So in that case, you can overload your constructor overloading. So we'll see the overriding constructor. So overriding, what is the concept of overriding? Overriding is, you should have to have this two classes minimum, two classes. Let's see, another class. And two classes should be there to override your methods. So one class is test class, another class is constructor for. So here, what I'm doing, I have a method of, I have a constructor of no. Also, I have another one is here. Overriding means this, which is having this other class method, and you are implementing in different way into the different class. Okay, that should be having some relationship that is inherited. It should be inherited. So parent child relationship should be there. So I'm establishing this relationship. You establish the relationship to this test class to constructor a class. Here you are, after established your relationship, you are trying to override. So it is not allowing you to do this. It is asking, what it is asking, set method return type white. Change to constructor. I'll change it constructor. It's a constructor, right? It is saying like change constructor in the sense the same class name, or otherwise give a return type. I'll give this public. Maybe a issue with the public. Still it is having this issue. So constructor overriding is not possible. It's not allow you to be overriding. It is not possible to do. You try to override, it will ask you to be give a return type white. It will override, but it is not a constructor override. It is treating as a method. It is treating as a method, right? If you are giving this white return type or any kind of return type, that goes to a as a method, right? And constructors will not have a return types. So constructor overriding is not possible. So create a package, new key. In this super keyword, let's see, we can with this what we can achieve. So every class can have a data members. So uh, it can have a method, right? Test method. So I have another class. I have another class. Another class. That class name is parent class. Parent class I have. In the parent class also is having the methods, same methods and data variable. When we call this, it is a parent class. It's like when we establish a relationship. So I have some value to this local variable and parent class variable. This same class variable and as well parent class variable. This child class is having value of 100. Parent class is having value of 1000. So I'm trying to print it. Trying to print uh, the value of num, right? Main method. This is equal to new for application. It is obj dot for meaningful. I can create as a display. Okay. I'll say display here. What is the value is going to print? It is 100 because You have a number variable here, and it is having the 100 value. It's a child class variable, it's called. So you extended it, and this there is a parent class. Parent also it is having the same variable is equal to 1000. So if you how you can access this parent class variable by using this parent class variable class name dot this. Let's see, it is not allowing you here. So the easy way, and also we have a super keyword, super keyword. Using this super keyword dot num. See, let's see, execute now. After you are saying like super dot num, it is calling the parent class num variable. Whatever value it is stored, it is printing here. So the using this super keyword, you can call this parent class variables. Also, I have a method of a in a parent class and as well as child class. And in this, I'll say, let's execute now the same methods, right? You have a relationship with this, parent class and child class, and you are trying to be, execute or call this display method in a child class, which method it is calling? Which method it is calling? Child class method it is calling. By default, it is calling child class method. First preference will be the child class. So why if you want to call this parent class a method which is having the same name, you have to use the super keyword. Super keyword. Super keyword. With the using the super keyword, you can call it. Let's see here. Super. Is the way to be call it? It is not allowing you to do it. How you can do it? Bj is equal to, I'll give it. Okay. Okay. So I'll press into this comment. It is called. But what is the benefit of this parent and child class relationship? You are looking to be call the parent class display on a relationship, right? So how you need to be achieve that? You create a object of any class and calling that method. It's not if you have a relationship or not having any relationship, you can call it. But I want to use this relationship. By using this relationship, is there any way to be called? Using this super dot display, you can call it. Why it was not calling here? What is the error? Wherever you have a static methods, you cannot call. If you are giving here the first line also, it is having the static. Having the static, that is the reason it is not. To give here also the static, the super is inside the static, you cannot access this. So what I am doing, I am here super dot display. Or otherwise, I'll use into this only super dot display. Now you don't need to be create a object of this parent class. By using this relationship, you can achieve. Obj is also calling the parent class method, which is a method it was having, right? So super keyword is mainly for using to you super keyword use is to call the parent class data members and methods constructors. All right, guys. Let's jump into this method overloading and overriding. I'm creating a package called overloading. So inside this, what is overloading? What is overloading? One can. Method overloading is, a concept of within a class, more than one method will have a same name for the method. Same name for the method. Let's see. Overloading is within a class, in the same class, the name should be the same. We have seen in a constructor overloading, right? Test method. What was the statement? More than one method having the same name. So more than one method, same name. It is same name, right? Still we are getting the error. Name should be the same, method name, but the arguments, our signature, our parameters will be different. Will be different. The method name should be the same. The argument or signature of the method should be the different. What does it mean? See, it is not having any argument. I'll give this here int num, and this another one is int. Give int num. Other, see, the method name is same. The method you can see here. Argument is having one argument. It is having two arguments, and it is having three arguments. Or method signature you can. Number of parameters which you are passing into this same method name is like it should be different. Also, you can provide the number of parameters is same. One parameter. It is throwing an error. Arguments are same. Int num or int num. Say variables are same. Variables are same, but the data types are different. The number of arguments also same. One is also having one argument. This also having one argument. This also having the same variable. This also having the same variable. But the data type is different. You can have a method name same. The number of arguments also same. But data type, by doing this also you can achieve overloading. I have another question. It is also having the wide and it is also having the wide and it is also wide. To overload it, is it mandatory to have the return type same? We'll say not. If the return type is different also, you can achieve overloading. Overloading. Doesn't matter. The return type is does not matter in overloading. Overloading. When you are overloading your method, return type will not consider, will not be considered. So what is the benefit? What is the benefit to overload it? What is the benefit out of overloading? See, I have a main method here. Main method, I'm saying dot test. I know it's a static and public. I have not given the static to with a class name of creating an object and a static, and it will load with a class. It modify for the method. You don't want to take with a with I'll create a object new application dot test. So I'll execute this. What will happen? There is nothing inside the methods. There is nothing inside the methods. So you're not printing anything. So what I'll do, and this just no argument. Okay. ARG, no argument. It is having the one argument, that is int argument having another one. What is this argument? String argument having two arguments and again int arguments, right? This is also having three arguments. So to differentiate, I'm printing it, and when I'm calling it, on which method it is calling, I wanted to see it. Argument. Let's run it now. See what is the test no argument. I'm saying obj.test. It is executed. no argument. So I'll give this some number. When is going to be executed? Int argument. I'm giving the integer number, and it is finding this method because the parameter is passed the number. It is accepting the number arguments. Int argument. It is running. Let's see. I want to give this number. I will give string argument. It is calling this method. Okay, I don't want to give this both. I'll give 1 to 3, comma 2 1. Int and int. Int and int. This method it is. So I have one more integer, 6 numbers. The argument. See, it's a by default. It is choosing this. For example, I will have a multiplication. Play it very well. Multiplication or mathematical. Take it like math. One method I have integer num. Another one is also I'll do create another method with the same name. I'll remove one parameter. Another method also I'll create single parameter. Okay. What I'll do in these 3 parameters, this is 2 parameters. It's like I'll do the operation plus num1 plus keep into the sysout. Guys, if it is understanding, well and good. If it is not understanding, please make sure to ask the questions. If you're not asking any questions, I'll understand like you are able to relate, or you are able to here what key parameters is like. Okay, let's see. I call this object math, and if I given this 3 parameters, what it will happen? It's given huge number because 1 2 3 3 2 1 and 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's doing this addition. If I remove this, it is also working. It's given smaller. What if I'll give the single difference, single number? What if I don't have this 2 parameter number and I'm trying to give this 2 parameter? There is no 2 parameter method, and it is not able to overload. And if you will give one parameter, that is fine. And if you give 3 parameters, that is fine because it is not commented. You understand, right? This one method will have the different signatures, and it do this the same different actions, different operations. The return type of this method doesn't matter. It may be a void, int, or whatever it may be. The parameters or signature should be different. You are overloading the method. So the same we have done into this constructor as well. Whether it is constructor, whether it is method, overloading is the same concept. All right. Let's see if you want to override. See, every interview of automation, or it may be Java or whatever it may be, the question will be there: overloading and overriding. Question will be there. And most of the people who are learning starting the Selenium, they'll fail into this questions. It's a little bit confusing concept, overloading and overriding. People will confuse into this overload. Answer will give into this overriding, and overriding answer will give into the overload. So here, for doing this overloading, you don't need any other class support. You don't need any other class support while explaining what is overloading. Overloading is we can achieve into the same class. First point you can keep it. We can achieve into the same class with a method name, same, return type, doesn't matter. A method signature should be the different to method to method, method to method. It may be in a positions, it may be a data type, it may be a into the number of arguments into the signature. This is the answer of overloading. Overloading. So in terms of this method overriding, you need two classes. Two classes. Let's see that. Creating new package here. Okay. I'll close this class. In the case of overriding, if you want to achieve overriding, what I was saying, you need two classes. Two classes. That is, of class I created a package again. To achieve, there should be a two classes. Two classes to achieve the overriding. Overriding. This class one is having method of same public hide starts with a small letter test. Class 2 also is having the same method. So I want to achieve overriding. Let's see. I have SYSO. It's a class 1. It's also having the test method class 2. And these two classes, if you want to achieve overriding with the two classes, only you can achieve. But these two classes should have the relationship of inheritance concept. That is, and it may be class 1 can extend this class 2 or class 2 can extend class 1. There won't be any issue, but you need to be create a parent child relationship. Parent child relationship, that is relationship you need to be created. Now let's see, class 1 is extending. Class 1 is extending class. Make sure you are giving the right class name. Class 1 is extending class 2. And class 2 is having the parameter is different. And create a object of this. Obj is equal to new obj dot test class. Which one is calling? Class 1, that is child class. When you are calling with the object, it is coming child class a method. You want to achieve overriding, right? To achieve this overriding, you need two classes. Both the classes should have the some relationship, that is, it should be extend. That inheritance concept is coming here. And here there is a test method into the parent class as well as child class, and you are calling this after creating a object to the child class and obj dot test, and it is calling the child class method. See, this also is having this same method. It is also is having this. You got overridden. What says like on creation of this class 1 and storing into this class 2 also, it is calling, you are calling this obj2 dot test. It is also is a calling a class 1. So if you want to call this a parent class method, that is parent class method, how you can achieve that? Think of it. See, I'll do this reverse way here. Obj is equal to new class 2. It is not allowing us. Why? What is the issue with this? So class 2 is is this extended class here. Extended class here. You are storing into this class 1. The class 2 object, it is not allowing you to create with the class 1. It is not allowing. If you extend this ABS class 2 in a class 1, you are trying to create class 2 object and store into this class 1. It is not allowing us to be do this. Wherever you are doing, it is not allowing. Object to this class 2, the same class name, it is asking us to be do it. When the parent class reference, when the parent class reference refers to this parent class object, when the parent class object is refers to the parent class, right? This is referring parent class. Class 2 is a parent class, right? Class 2 is parent class. It is also referring parent class. When you are calling object 3 dot, test method is in child class as well as parent class. Parent class. Class 2 also is having this, right? Class 1 and class 2 also is having the test method. The class 1, we are creating an object of executed. Class 2, it is getting executed. When a parent class refers the parent class reference to the child class object, what will happen? Here I am giving this child class object is referring to the parent class coming into this child class. So this test methods are same. Test methods are same, and this references creating objects is if you are creating with a parent class object and storing into this parent class, you can call this parent class method. When you are creating a child class object with a parent class, also you can call that time it is calling the child class method. So here when you are overriding it, the method name, the return type, and the signatures should be the same. Class 1 object is storing into this class 2, and you are trying to call this with the obj3 child class of method. It's saying class 1, it has to be called it, but it is throwing an error stating add argument to match. Since it is calling the child class method, it is not allowing you to be going to the class. It is coming class 1 now. If you want to override, you should have two classes. Those classes should be into the relationship, that is parent and child relationship. Okay. In that, whenever you have a parent class method, if you want to override it into your class, that a class name and the return type and parameters should be the same. If I'll say here int, see, it is throwing an error. Change the return type to void. Will not allow you to be give a different return type when you are overriding. When you are overriding, you should have to be a minimum two classes. Inheritance should be implemented. The method name and return type of the method name and the parameters of the method also same to same, which is from the parent, and the child will be the same. The implementation of this may differ. You can implement in different way. To be override, our implementation will be override. So same method we want to use it in a different way in a child class, which is in our class. So when you are doing it, that should be the same method name, same return type, same argument. Implementation can be different. Someone is asking the question. When you are doing this child class 1 object and child class here, you can execute this class 1. It is executing from the child class. If you are giving this class 2 object reference also, As two reference also, what is doing? As one only it is executing, child class method only it is executing. Until unless if you have not created a object of class 2, you cannot call the class parent class method. So if you try to create a class 2 object and store into this reference of class 1, it will not allow you to do that. You are casting it again into the class 1. It's not allowing you to be. I'll put this, lot of people will have this confusion. I'll put the conclusion here. The method overloading and overriding. Overloading. Overloading. Understand it. Overloading. In the sense, you have, same person is increasing the weight. Increasing the weight. Same person is increasing the weight is like, that is overload, right? I'm having, today I have executed 100 test cases. Tomorrow I'll execute 200 test cases. Third day I'll execute 300 test cases. It's a overload. Same person is executing or increasing every day the test cases. It's a overload. Overload. It is overloading it. Same class will have the same method name with the different parameters, or positions of the parameters may be different. You can achieve with that, you can achieve overloading. Overloading you can achieve in a same class, method name should be the same and the arguments should be different. Arguments are signature. It's like, arguments or signature is the same. Terminologies, names are different, but this arguments you can also call as the argument. Also, you can also call as signature of the method. Okay, signature of the method or arguments will be different. This method also same name. This method also same name. The arguments is different, and you achieved this overloading. The return type of the method may be a different. It will not considered into the method overloading. When it comes to this overriding, you should have to have at least two classes that will be parent-child relationship. The parent class which is having the method and child class which will have the method. The method name should be the same. The number of parameters you have given into the parent class in a child class also should be the same. And also the return type also considered here. The return type also same as parent class. Then it can be override. Thank you for attending the session.